Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently building. We're building a lot. Specifically, we're building a lot of steel mills and motor industries. Are there anything else that we're really building? Nah, that's pretty much it. Okay, fair enough. I am building government administrations and railways as well. We have insufficient taxation capacity and low market access in a few areas, so we're working on that. That's looking good. We do dip slightly negative financially here. It's okay. We've got plenty of gold reserves. I'm not concerned about that. In the long run, this should be more than good enough. Yeah, there we are, already back into the positives. I like it. We are running an input shortage of automobiles, and we have a railway that we need in Illinois. Considering that's where we're building these motor industries, we're probably going to need more than that. I'm going to build 4 in Illinois. And we'll see how that ends up feeling towards the end. As our economy continues to strengthen here, I just want to check in. Yeah, that's correct. Are we correct in here? Actually, yes. This should switch down to motorized reconnaissance, but otherwise that looks good. So we want this to go back to being positive and being fairly positive. We do want to turn down our taxation. So that's going to require a little bit more work before we're really ready to go there. But I do want to go after Oregon again soon. Just checking in here, our truce with them actually just ran up. Fantastic. Our truce with Mexico... They're actually in a trade agreement with Guatemala, but okay. Our truce with Mexico is up. Gold has been discovered in the Yukon territory. Cool. We'll go after that eventually. I wouldn't mind going after Upper Canada. It is puppeted by Great Britain, but we can probably win that. I wanted to go in here. There we go. 3073 and 396. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, we could probably do that. But we definitely do want to get our economy a little bit more online first. So let's get all of these motor industries done, right? We have 25 weeks in this construction queue. We should start to see auto queues happening here, actually. And indeed they are. So that's looking good. We're getting a bunch of steel mills and motor industries done. All of that will be quite necessary to lower our various costs. Alabama is apparently in turmoil. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. No major concerns there. New Mexico is as well. So what are they upset about? Just radical pops. We don't have that many radical pops, but it has come up a little bit. That's why. Our standard of living is kind of stagnating. Fair enough. I do want to lower taxes. But for the moment, we can't really do that. Oil rush subsidies expiring in Rio Grande. Sure. Yeah, for the moment, we can't really afford to lower our taxes. New York is at 78%, huh? So really, we need another railway there. We'll get that queued up, but overall, this is looking good. We're going to be through this construction queue very, very quickly here. And all of these steel mills are building in New York. Noted. We're going to need more railways in Illinois. I think that's pretty clear. We'll get an additional 2 queued up. There we go. And we should actually queue 2 in New York as well. So there we go. Our railways are constructing. Our steel mills will be done within like 12 weeks. And we are, in fact, done with our motor industries in Illinois. Now remember, these are constructing automobiles. That is their primary focus. So that's looking good, but the price going into all of these is fairly high. Including electricity. Did we... We're working on oil turbines right now. Serbians are moving to Vermont. Okay, sure. But I wanted to check in here. Yeah, we're on coal-fired plants right now. Okay. Particularly with regards to the motor industries, there were a lot of expensive things. And rubber is going to stay in that category for a while. Tools and steel is what needs to come down. But we are bringing down the price of steel, for sure. That's a guarantee. Let's check in on our steel mills here. I think I completely blanked where it was. Right here. Okay, fantastic. So, checking in on that, yeah, our primary cost is iron. The cost of iron should probably be reduced. We do dip positive here. That's good. Oil discovered in Veracruz. So we need to check in to see if we already have oil production there. And in fact, we do not. So we're going to build in Veracruz. Looks good. 5 years of 132,000 government expenses to decrease the pollution level in Nevada. This is a lot of expenses that we can't afford right now. However, rubber has been successfully grown in Veracruz. Cool. So we can definitely build additional rubber plantations. And we definitely max that out. There was already one there. Gold has been discovered in North Island. Okay, sure. I want to check in real quick here and make sure, yeah, rubber plantations are good. Excellent. So that should be fine for the moment. We're getting up close to a 1 billion GDP. Very close, in fact. And I'm considering just building all of our resources at this point. It's going to be a lot. It would be a big investment. Romanian people are moving to New York. They are automatically constructing, right? That is definitely a thing that is ongoing. We should need to come down here and auto-expand our steel mills and motor industries. And those are definitely things that we are going to do. And I want to check in. Yeah, gold mines are going to be in that situation, so are rubber plantations. But oil rigs, we can definitely expand. Okay. Polish people are moving to Zacatecas? I'm terrible at this. Okay. We do need to continue to expand our railways in Ohio, in Pennsylvania. We're probably going to need at least 2 more in New York. And it looks like we may be okay in Illinois for the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that. Captured light and shadow, huh? Technology spread for society. We'll take it. Rubber has been discovered in Yucatan. I love it. We are absolutely going to build those rubber plantations. Max that out. 100%. Beautiful. So that's looking good. We are tearing through our construction queue at prodigious breakneck speed. And I would like to get all this done, eventually. The question is, do we do it now? It's probably a bad idea. We're probably best off to just let it auto-expand, to be honest. But it would drive prices across the board pretty much down. Insufficient taxation capacity in Massachusetts. Okay, fair enough. We're going to build a government administration over there. Cool. So that's underway. I queued that up at the end of the queue. I don't think it really matters. Ammunition is currently expensive. That's definitely noted. Okay, I wanted to check. Yeah, I thought there was a location here. Gold has been depleted in California. We've been positive here for a little while. Can we afford to drop our taxes? Not quite. But I'm going to do it anyway. We have a good amount of gold reserves for the moment. And we can just continue to let our auto-expansion auto-expand. That should be just fine. I would like to get these resource productions done. Ooh, gold mines. California. Absolutely. I actually queued those up at the bottom. We're moving them right on up to the top. Gold fields were depleted in California. Fair enough. But that's fine. What else are we short on? Tools. Tools would actually go a long ways here towards helping us. Let's sort here. Yeah. We'll go ahead and boost this on up to be about here. And I'm also going to boost up Oklahoma. Something like that. And Yucatan. We need a lot. That's going to be a lot of tooling workshops. And they're going to be getting started here. I'm going to move some of them up. Like 2 pages worth. Okay. Like, that's going to be a lot of them, right? But I want to get all of that worked on. But I don't want to give up on working on all of this auto-queued stuff. As well as the gold mines and railways. Those are all very important. So we're going to need additional railways in some locations. I think that's pretty clear. How are we doing in Ohio? 97. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it should be fine. Oil discovered in Missouri. Okay, cool. So we're going to definitely make sure that we have oil rigs there, which we do. That looks good. So our primary goal behind this construction binge is to drop down the price of tools. That will help our construction costs tremendously. So that will be good. And we could also, in theory, think about increasing our public transport up to public motor carriages. That'll drive the price of transportation up a lot. With the idea then being that we can go into our railways and go down to steel passenger carriages. Now, this is going to do a lot to our infrastructure. This is possibly a terrible idea. So we're probably going to have some market access issues. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Okay. So we're going to queue up in these locations what we think we're going to need. Something along the lines of this. We'll need another one down here, and then one here, two here, one here, one here. Something along the lines of that. Now, I'm expecting the price of transportation to be absolutely plummeted by this. So we want additional things to consume transportation, right? We definitely have a good amount of transportation being consumed by our public motor carriages. Unfortunately, the price of transportation is still going to be absolutely minimal. But there's not really anything we can do about that. Central planning has been unlocked. Cool. And checking in here, I'm thinking... Okay, subsidies are really low. Oil was discovered in Veracruz. Sure, I think we already had oil there. Yes, we did. Cool, we'll encourage that trend. So what's going on over here? Oh, we don't care about this. Okay, we'll declare neutrality. So we're very negative financially right now, right? The question is, will we recover from it? And I think the answer is yes. A huge amount of our negativity right now is, in fact, our unrealized taxes. Or not even our unrealized taxes, but just our lack of market access. So this will all be worked on. We're going to need to get all of these railways finished up. That's going to be like 18 weeks of this very, very negative situation here. This very negative financial situation. We're going to be working on our tooling workshops as well, and these gold mines will finish eventually. But we're probably going to dip into negative here. That said, Australian people are migrating to Veracruz, so that's great. We're getting so many migrations. I love it. That is actually very good. Huge amounts of migrations coming in. Our population is going up very quickly. The Missouri pipeline, huh? Done. Hungarian people are migrating to Indiana. I love it. That's absolutely fantastic. So the question now becomes, how are those tooling workshops coming along? And the answer is the first round of them are getting close to done. The second round of them are a ways away. I'm going to move up another roughly 2 pages worth, I think, here in a moment. Let's see here. 4 weeks? Yeah, that should be reasonably fine. So let's come out over here and move up another 2 pages. So we're going to do something like this, and then something like this. I want to continue working on... This government administration should probably be moved up. I want to continue working on our existing constructions, right? But I want to get all of these tooling workshops completed. And all of these railways. Those are all very high priority. Gold has been depleted in Victoria. Sure. They're upset about our war profiteering. We'll not be shamed for our good craftsmanship. Cool. How's our GDP doing? It's suffering a little bit, but that's due to this market access issue, which was fully expected, to be clear. The market access issue was 100% expected, and we're going to be working our way through this with our additional railways. I want to check in. How's our subsidies? Actually, not bad. Not bad at all. So telephone has just been unlocked, giving us access to electrics industries. I'm going to start an electrics industry in Pennsylvania. Low priority, and we're not going to build it any more than +1. Just that one for now. If we switch over to telephone switchboards... Well, also, we don't have access to radio production, fair enough. But if we switch down over here to telephone switchboards, that does give extra taxation capacity. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. I knew it gave additional additional bureaucracy. But we don't actually care that much about bureaucracy. Governing capacity, or rather taxation capacity, is our biggest issue right now. Okay, so all of these tooling workshops are finishing up. That should drop our construction price somewhat. And we are seeing that diminish. Good, 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 good. So I want to check in on this first page of tooling workshops. About 12 weeks out. I think we'll let it finish and just work through this as it sits right now. We're already starting to work on these down here, so I think it's fine. Cool. That looks good. We're at minus 370k weekly. Fair enough. Rubber has been discovered in Yucatan. We definitely max that out. I put that at the bottom of the list, and it really should be at the top. There we go. This tooling workshop actually got auto-queued. We're getting close to auto-queue range. How are we doing in terms of our credit? Okay, so we should definitely turn down our military for right now. Just because we don't want to be building up credit. Or we want to build up less credit, if we can. So that'll be fine. We can also bump our taxes back up and start paying this off. I was okay with being where we were at while we were building up, or rather, while we were eating through our gold reserves. But as of right now, I want to be paying off this debt. So that looks good. Surprisingly, our subsidies are not very high. That's rather shocking to me. The price of transportation is actually not bad. Cool. I expected that to be absolutely floored. Huh. We'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. So all of our rubber plantations are finishing up. Our tooling workshops are going to be done very, very soon here. Well, most of them. There's a few over here that are a ways away yet. But all things considered, this is looking good. We're auto-queuing a good amount of things, and yeah, this looks great. Iron mines are definitely being auto-queued a lot, and that's understandable. I want to check in here. We should definitely continue to work on our market access. Oklahoma is going to need 1, 2, 3. Arkansas is going to need 1. Illinois 1. Ohio 2. Pennsylvania 2. New York 3. North Carolina 1. Mexico 1. Yucatan 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Zacatecas, and 1 in California, and 1 in Saskatchewan. Okay, so that's a lot of railways, right? But we knew we would have a pretty major market access issue when we changed over here. All things considered, this is looking fine. It will require more work, but it's looking good. Our amount of credit is dropping. And as our price for tools comes down, it should get a lot better. If we go into our construction costs, what is the actual highest cost here? Is that still steel? Yeah, by a pretty wide margin. What is the actual price of steel, though? Well, this is unhelpful. Well, this is very unhelpful. Okay, we'll go into our market then and check on the price of steel here. Okay, so it's at plus 12%. I think some of that is to do with the market access, But yeah, New York's 73% market access is going to hurt that. Okay, that looks good. So as we solve our market access, things will get a lot better here. And our GDP is... This is kind of a fake leveling off. It's not a real one. It's only caused by the marketing access, or the market access, rather. Marketing access? Yeah, we need to get advertisements into people's homes to sell our steel to them. That's definitely how this is working. Beautiful. So these railways are going to be done in about 11 weeks. Our tooling workshops will be done before then. Our electrics industry in Pennsylvania is going to be started, and Polish people are migrating to Oklahoma. Cool. We like it. Our population is at 77.3 million, of course. 77.38, 77.41, 0.42. It's going up fast. Very fast. Excellent. So we're going to want to go after Mexico somewhat soon here. There's no doubt about that. The question is exactly when. I'd like to get our economy more solid before we do that. And really, we need to get that market access solved in order to do that. This opium importation is unproductive. It'll become productive again, I bet. But Indiana requires some taxation capacity. We can certainly build ourselves a government administration in Indiana. It's not necessarily great, because I'd rather upgrade to telephone switchboards, but that is going to put us very negative in our telephones. And we're not really in a position to massively expand our electrics industries. This one isn't done yet. What do electrics industries consume? Rubber, tools, iron, and lead. Okay, so all of those are easy enough except rubber. Rubber is going to be our major shortfall there. We have finished up our railways, so have they fully employed? Not yet. So I'm going to give this 1 week tick here. Okay, we'll call that fully employed, even though it's not actually. We're going to need to increase here by at least 3. Here by at least 3. Here by 1. Here by 1. 1. 1, 1, and 2. And 1 out in California. Cool. So that is all underway. I put those actually at the bottom of the list, and they should be moved up to the top. There we go. All is good. So iron mines are going to be driving down the price of steel. We can see we're very positive financially now. Can we afford to bring our military up? Well, we can do some of it anyway. Definitely some. And there's all these naval bases that could be built. And I'm going to do it. And I shouldn't, but I'm going to do it. Okay, let's get all of these built up. They'll be built very quickly, right? So this won't take all that long to get through. And those were all put in at the bottom of the list. Scandinavia wanted to enter a defensive pact with us, but whatever. The play for power, huh? Sure, intelligentsia can get some political group strength. Okay, so let's go into our buildings here and think about turning up to motorized reconnaissance. Yeah, we can afford that. And field hospitals we can afford barely, but we can afford it. Beautiful. So we can see our GDP has recovered nicely and is back on that same curve, which we expected. The opium input goods shortage is also completely and totally expected. We're going to import some opium from Britain and Russia. After all, we need it for painkillers. So that'll be fine. Our market access is a little bit low here. We knew that. And how long on these constructions? It'll be a bit yet. Okay, so we're not really going to evaluate those until this round of railways finishes. Everything else is constructing away nicely, so this is all auto-queued, other than these naval bases. Of course, the naval bases will be worked through very quickly. So, really, we've got 29 weeks left in this queue. We actually have an auto-queued oil rig here. Okay, Slovak people are migrating to New Jersey. Sounds good. I think at this point, we can think about potentially attacking Mexico. Potentially. If we were to do that, we would need to make sure that not too many other people were worried about it. But honestly, what is our... Oh, we're reputable at this point. We do need to attack someone, or we're no longer going to have infamy decay. That'll be a waste of time. So we need to do this. We need to go ahead and hop into Mexico here, go into diplomacy, or rather into interactions, and we're going to conquer their 2 remaining states. Mexico and Guatemala. All of these guys may join. I don't think they actually will. So we'll go ahead and confirm this, and we're just going to send Thomas Jackson over to the Chiapas front. We're going to send Ulysses Grant over to the identically named Chiapas front, and we're going to send Patrick Hawkshurst here over to the Jalisco front. Cool. That should be fine. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, hang on, we need to add this other workle. We want to conquer Chiapas. We could actually conquer Guatemala as well. May as well. There we go. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Ken2Win, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Spartan News, Unisoul, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.